For those of you who are Brummies and have been about this city for quite a while, you'll actually, I reflected today about the importance of the ICC and what it actually meant for Birmingham back in the 80s. I don't know, I actually went to university in the late 80s and I left this city with absolutely no intent of returning because it felt like a desert. We'd got a major recession on, we'd actually hadn't got a decent pub to drink in the city centre, and it really felt like it was going nowhere. The sort of people, the businesses and civic leaders of the city came together and collaborated and developed out the ICC. They developed out on Brindley Place, and actually came together to create the rebirth of Birmingham and the Birmingham brand. There was some conflict at the time as to whether it was the right role for a local authority, some of the ways the money was used, was it the right thing? Birmingham was going nowhere, and that actually meant that we had a chance to recover. We've seen further recessions since then, and in many ways people will say this region hasn't adapted. We haven't adapted fast enough and quick enough. We have huge opportunities, and I will go on to some of the successes. But the opportunities on digital, which are coming through, we have some fantastic growth in the digital and creative sectors. But our established businesses, the SMEs that are the lifeblood of this city, haven't necessarily embraced the technological change that we absolutely need to embrace if we're going to compete in a global economy. Because that is the marketplace that we now operate in, complex, fast-moving. And we have to grasp the digital agenda. One of the examples I always give, and it was really interesting in the film Richard showed us, that you have to know where you've come from to know where you're going to. And, you know, if we don't grasp digital, it would be a bit like Matthew Bolton turning around to Watt and saying, would you mind leaving the steam engine? I'm not interested. And I think sometimes when I'm sort of talking to some of the SMEs in the city, we've really got to explore the opportunity on actually how digital allows us to be networked, it allows us to collaborate, it allows us to connect to new markets, allows us to connect with our customers. It also allows us to bring through huge efficiencies that will drive our business performance forward. Birmingham and the greater Birmingham region is on the move. There are huge successes, and you can see them within both this city centre and centres that are evolving across the region. Some people may question how great Paradise is at this point in time if they're stuck in traffic at this point in time. But again, it's showing confidence in the city, huge investment, huge opportunity. 98% increase in the jobs that were created last year. What I would say is unless we grow the SMEs, unless we grow the talent of the people in this city, the businesses in this city, that jobs growth will not necessarily go to Brummies. It will not necessarily go to businesses within this city. We have to actually ensure taking that business, those assets with us. As we see there, we have John Lewis will be coming through 2015, big year, 15 major things happening in this city, from the metro to the station to the John Lewis. Another era from the Bullring through to a new era for retail and connectivity in the city. And then beyond that, we look to HS2. And again, a lot of people talk about HS2 and the benefits it will bring. It will bring us huge opportunity potentially when we're digging up and putting out rail links. We can actually dig up and make connectivity and connect some of those communities. We also have within the Curzon Street axis, we have East Side, we have the Knowledge Quarter, we have some of the best universities in the world, we have some of the greatest businesses that are thriving, social enterprise that again is the backbone of this city. And really what we have to do is capture those new businesses, that talent that is here, and bring it through for future talent and existing businesses. One of the big things that we're doing as a local authority, and it's kind of contested territory at the moment given how we have the major cuts, is we are investing in skills, we're investing in young people. We're a diverse young city. It is absolutely essential we develop the skills pathway for those young people and equip them to the digital age. That is partly why we wanted to actually work and establish the Digital Academy with business, because of the fact that we can develop the skills of the young people, the talent pool. We actually need to make businesses ready to accept that talent. So very much the interest in the digital audit was to find out actually where businesses were, what was the level of capability. What was actually the level of interest? Did businesses truly understand what digital capability could do for their businesses, and how would that actually reflect in the broader growth strategy for this region? And I'll hand over to Raj to take you through some of the more details of the findings.
Thank you. Okay, good morning everybody, and it's a pleasure to see so many businesses here today. I'm Raj Mack, I'm the head of Digital Birmingham, and just a little bit about Digital Birmingham. Digital Birmingham is part of the Birmingham City Council, but our remit has always been to support SMEs, always support digital growth, opportunities for SMEs, and generally what we have seen more and more, that the growth of digital technologies has changed the way everything happens. It's changed people's lives, but it's also had a significant impact on the way businesses operate. And to see some of the businesses that are here today probably didn't exist 3-4 years ago, and we know in 2 or 3 years' time there'll be new businesses that we've never even heard of delivering applications and innovation services that will transform the way we work. So what I wanted to do today is just give you a quick overview of what we found around this sector. What we've seen today is that digital technology is transcending all sectors. It's no longer just about the IT companies. It's not about the multimedia creative organizations. It goes everywhere, from life sciences to advanced manufacturing to food technologies. It is transcending everything. And unless we really grasp this technology, we are going to fail as a region. But there are some really good news and really good opportunities that the audit has shown for us. One of the things that the audit has done is, for the first time, it has really given us a picture of what the digital landscape looks like in our region, what our SMEs really think, and really an opportunity for our SMEs to tell us what is it that they want from us, how can we support you, and how can we deliver this agenda that meets your needs. What I'm going to do is just give you a very high-level overview of the digital audit. The detailed audit is available in your delegation pack, and it'll be there for you to use at your leisure. So just to give some background in terms of how we made sure this audit was statistically sound and is representative of our region. We surveyed over 400 SMEs. The audit was conducted by a digital agency who are experts and professionals in this. And we made sure that when undertaking this audit, we covered the geographical area of our lab from Bromsgrove all the way to East Staffordshire to make sure it represents our area. And the SMEs that we selected weren't just digital technologies. These were SMEs from construction areas, from manufacturing, from food, all sorts of different activities. And what we found, which doesn't come as surprising, which is really good news, is that 54% of the SMEs we surveyed have seen an increase in their turnover in the last 12 months, which is in 2014, which is excellent news, and we expect that growth to continue. But one of the things that they attributed, 1 in 4 of them attributed their growth to digital technologies, the increased use of digital, and that's really refreshing to see how digital technologies is beginning to change the way businesses operate, regardless of the sector they're in. And they are seeing benefits. Businesses are actually seeing the benefits of using increased technologies. For example, 54% of the businesses that we surveyed believe that they had attracted more customers because they had increased their digital activities. 44% felt they had saved time due to increased use of emails and digital automation. 44% found a correlation between increased digital capabilities and greater customer interaction. And 41% felt that increased digital capability had improved their marketing performance. So digital is really making a difference to these businesses, and SMEs are driving this digital agenda. So what are they using it for? When we surveyed the question, we were really interested in how are people using digital technologies, what are they using it for? And it's really nice and good to hear that 89% of our SMEs out there have a website. But underpinning that, it is quite worrying. A lot of the websites are the shop window to an organisation. And what we'll find is many of the SMEs have a very static website. There's no transactions online. There's not the ability to reach out and capture customers. So yes, it's good to have a website, but it needs to be more than a website. And 89% is higher than the national trend. So it is good that our SMEs are engaged, but we can do more. 2 of the key areas that sort of jump out from this, and given that digital technologies do provide you access to a global market is trading online. Only 33% of our SMEs actually trade online. And when you consider the opportunities to grow your market, to attract new emerging markets and to access those, to have a digital presence that enables online services is absolutely essential. The other area that was quite disturbing really and quite a worry for us was around mobile-enabled technologies. When you consider the new world out there, businesses, SMEs in particular, need to be agile. They need to work for anywhere, any place, and to not invest in mobile technologies that enables them to be setting up anywhere, work from anywhere, is something that we think SMEs can really exploit more and actually deal and really support that agenda. One of the more remarkable findings was when surveyed, those businesses that felt comfortable in using digital technologies felt that they would predicted that they would increase their turnover by over the next 12 months. That's quite good. And conversely, those businesses that weren't comfortable with using digital technology felt that there would be no increase or even potentially a decrease in their turnover the next 12 months. So digital technologies is really having an impact, and how we use that technology will impact on the growth of a business. So what value does digital technologies add? And what we wanted to find out was from a two-range perspective, what impact does it have on the region and what impact does it have on businesses? And 80% of the businesses that we surveyed felt that investing and having the digital skills was important to establish a sustainable growth in the region. 80% was a very high figure. But even better, 92% of businesses stated that having digital capabilities was important for their businesses. So it's a real opportunity to actually use digital technologies to drive business performance. So what's stopping businesses from being more digital? Well, the survey has shown a number of different things, but some of the key ones are really around time. Most people have a day job, and investing and looking at digital technologies takes time, and understanding what we need to do, what technologies are the best ones for us, is a barrier. And from 46% of the businesses identified that time was a real issue for them. Lack of digital skills was something that's kept reappearing in the audit. Skills is such an important sector, an important element of this. What we found, that 36% of those businesses really didn't have the skills or didn't feel comfortable that they had the skills to actually invest and exploit digital technologies. And the final one was around 33%, the cost, the unknown cost of digital investment. When people don't know what technologies are out there, they don't know what to buy, what to invest in, and that is acting as a barrier to digital investment and enabling these businesses to really exploit their opportunity. The other key area that came out consistently was about connectivity. Now, this is quite a contrast to some of the national studies that have taken place. Nationally, less than 2% of businesses felt that connectivity is an issue for them. In the Greater Birmingham region, we felt that there was 18% of the business believed that the lack of connectivity or poor connectivity was hindering the digital growth. And 1 in 10 still believe that the connectivity is unaffordable, unreliable, and that's something that we really do need to address. And the findings really highlighted the things that I think we've always known, and today is evidence of that. What we've seen is 66% of businesses are saying, yes, absolutely, help us with business support, help us access the support that we need to actually make the most of digital technologies. And 25% actually believe that there is no training out there. So there's a perception in the market that there is no digital training out there, and that needs to be addressed. And most worryingly is that 57% told us that they didn't even know how and where to go to access digital training. So that's something that we wanted to address as part of this process. So for us, the time to invest is now. Digital technologies will really make a difference for businesses. And looking at the economic outlook for 2015, it presents an opportunity for SMEs to really grow. And we believe that digital technologies will be a cornerstone in ensuring that opportunity is realised. So what we've done, we've listened to businesses, we've heard what you've said, and out of those conversations with you, you've identified 3 clear investment and support opportunities and priorities for you that you want us to address. And these are around help to develop digital business skills. You've said that you want access to better, faster broadband connectivity, and that you want ease of access and a better knowledge of what are the business support activities that are taking place out there. And hopefully today we'll address some of those issues. So what have we done? So one of the immediate responses that we felt was necessary based on both the audit findings and the conversations that we've been having with SMEs is there a need to establish a Greater Birmingham Digital Academy. And that Digital Academy will work and will help SME owners and their staff to acquire the right skills and the knowledge and the training they need to grow their businesses. It'll provide them with the skills they need and enable the processes to be put in place so that businesses can access the latest technologies, develop their skills, and get a better understanding of what they need to do to progress their businesses. My colleague will talk a little bit about the details of what the Academy is, but the intention is to run a series of, today, to have a taster session of some of the different types of businesses, so activities that businesses are saying they need, and then throughout the summer we'll be leading a whole set of different activities that will provide greater depth of some of the activities that we'll be doing to support businesses. Thank you.